And don't let the high fashion fool you. These Brooklyn Nets mean business. A shot from earlier on coming down the tunnel, ready to put a show on here at home. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Duncan. He's out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Dandridge is out there with Allen. And it's Archibald in at the point guard. And for Brooklyn, Lewis is out there with Howard. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Wall. And it's Mitchell in at the 2. No tricks, only treats here, Greg, is we've got NBA action on Halloween. Greg, I have seen you sport some very interesting costumes over the years.
Yeah, the kids love it when I get dressed up and go trick-or-treating with them, and then I get to go through their candy stash, so it's a win-win.
A nice shot by Tatum.
There was some question coming out of college, could Jason Tatum hit the three consistently? He has put that to rest.
Dandridge passes to Towns. Pass to Archibald. Over Wall. Archibald with the bucket.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
The pass to Tatum. Feeds it to Mitchell. Stolen by Allen. Dandridge against Lewis. Dandridge can't make it work. And here's Tatum for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6.
Well, consistent catch-and-shoot opportunities will be available for Jason Tatum, and he makes good on it.
Allen, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Tatum. 6 points for him. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Duncan. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Archibald passes Dandridge. And the rejection by Tatum.
Probably the most underrated aspect of Jason Tatum's game is his defense. Size, length, strength, you name it, sends that one back.
And now another look at that great drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Archibald. Allen inside the three-point line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Howard. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Off target with the close-range fadeaway. Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against Las Vegas.
Well, you think about a team that was as heavily laden with talent as the Brooklyn Nets were when they had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. But obviously injuries played a part. The big trade happens. A lot of bumps in the road for a roster that looked built to contend.
Howard, good.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
Now here's Allen. Here's Dandridge. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Despite the Nets' shifting lineup scores, they're still fairly dominant.
Well, that's a credit to their organization. You have to be able to push aside the drama, shut out the noise, and when the ball is tipped, just focus on the game right in front of you.
He's off on the first. And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
And he sinks the second. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
The Heat with the lead. Here's Archibald. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. It's Allen on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. All with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
He does not require much space to get that jumper off. Donovan Mitchell working right now.
Here's Archibald, and it's sent back by Howard. That one goes. Count it. And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 1. Mitchell outside. Tatum on the wing. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night. And the first time out of the game called for the Heat.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
The Heat have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Allen outside. That's Dandridge. Towns with it. Here's Archibald. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Wall. Six on the shot clock. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Allen for 3. And again, Miami with the triple. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Heat.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Pass to Archibald. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Nets trailed by 5. Outside, Wall. Dishes to Lewis. From downtown, Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with his speed and ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness.
And so John Wall nails both of them. The Heat leading by 3. Archibald passes Dandridge. Mitchell against Allen. Pass to Dandridge. Back to Allen. The pass to Archibald. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
Pass to Tatum. Howard trying to free himself up. Tatum's shot is off.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Got that one up quick. Allen's got 13.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Tatum on the wing. Lewis outside. Passes it to Mitchell. And here is Tatum. His three-pointers off the mark. Mitchell against Allen. Pass to Dandridge. Back to Allen. There's the triple. And again, Miami with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
So for the Nets, Chris Middleton's checked in for Lewis. And it's Stephen Curry in for Mitchell. And Middleton kicks to Curry. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
This is not a guy who's going to back down from contact. Steph Curry takes the knock inside, and for a jump shot specialist, this guy draws his share of fouls.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, Stephen Curry is wildly popular as an NBA player, and I think there's a few things. Number one, he's a dynamic scorer, fun to watch, and he plays with an infectious joy for the game.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Heat leading by 7. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Archibald, guarded by Curry. Archibald passes to Francis. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Lobbed up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high-flying as ever.
Allen outside. Here's the three. And again, Miami with the triple.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The pass to Curry. Knocks it loose. Here's Archibald, guarded by Curry. Archibald with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 15-point game. Back to Curry.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
Hawkins checked in for Miami. Outside Tatum from deep. It's not going to go for him. The Heat go the other way with it. Pass to Francis. Now Hawkins. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
So it's Miami now. Martin the pass to Francis. Three-pointer. And the Heat, another three.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pass to Howard. Outside Curry. Sweet little floater.
Well, that floater right there is exactly what you would see from Steph Curry in his warm-up. He practices every shot from every angle.
Now here's Allen. He's got 21. Here.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Tatum. 8 points for him. Curry outside. A shot missing. Now the Heat take it the other way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Francis, guarded by Curry. Hawkins. Nice D from Wall. Nets trailed by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Curry can't get it to go.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Curry. That one good for two. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a play that Stephen Curry relies on, and for good reason, right? The ball handler in pick and roll, excellent decision maker, can manipulate the defense. Go to work, Steph. We like watching.
Here's Francis. Six to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. Another shot. And Martin with the lay-in, good.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 11.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And so it's the Miami Heat feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Miami leading by 17. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Towns. Duncan is out there with Dandridge. And it's Archibald in at the one spot. Duncan trying to break loose. And that one's good, Francis.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the score by Miami. Outside Lewis. Duncan with the block. And he gets it back. Buries the long-range jumper. The Heat shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Dandridge passes to Towns. Good ball movement here by Miami. Shot clock at 6. Here's Archibald. That's good, and it's his fourth basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Francis. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Dandridge. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. Duncan trying to break loose. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Nets. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. So we'll see Stephen Curry go to the line right here. That one is on Towns. For Brooklyn, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
That's good from Stephen Curry. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. The Heat knocking down the tray. Lobbed up there for Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that's a beautiful pass by Donovan Mitchell to a ready shooter, and his focus as a distributor has really improved.
Archibald passes to Towns. And the pass, Dandridge. Towns wide open. Pass to Archibald. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Griffith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Over Archibald. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Passes to Francis. Now Towns. He's guarded by Howard. The 8-footer, and Towns finishes inside. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
If Karl Anthony Towns carves space and is in the painted area, it's going to go in the basket. He's that good.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Nixon. Mitchell outside. For 3. Griffith can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
There's the pass to Francis. And it's Miami with another.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Lewis. Fires the 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
And this is the type of pressure Lewis puts on defenses, skilled at drawing contact on the shot.
The Nets have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Three shots. 3 shots.
The free throw drops for Lewis.
Well, Rashard Lewis, a true shooter. He knows his game so well and really focuses on finding buckets for his team.
And the second free throw, good.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And he nails the third.
You're having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Passes it Dandridge. Here's Francis, covered by Mitchell. Here's Archibald. Towns trying to get open. Archibald can't hit. Nets trail by 17. To the wing right side. Here's Griffith. It's stolen by Duncan. Finished off the break. Archibald's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's such an incredible defender. Duncan, so clever and coming up there with the steal to ignite the break.
Lewis outside. Duncan with the block. And they'll get another chance. Lewis passes to Griffith. Here's Nixon. A three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Swiped it away. Lobbed up there for Howard. No good. Shot missing.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
The Heat have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and Francis, he's an athletic point guard, plays with tremendous confidence, and really knows how to motivate his teammates.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Nixon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the wing on the left. Here's Griffith. Drills it from outside.
And, for someone with the nickname Dr. Duncanstein, Griffith does a lot of damage from three-point land. He is a high flyer and a long-range bomber.
Duncan with the bucket. Duncan's got his second bucket.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Timeout called, the Nets. The Heat making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Here's Griffith. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Griffith has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Nets.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Left side, Towns. Here's Archibald. 11 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. With some arc, he lays it in. Archibald's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Pass to Lewis. Shoots the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And there's the pass, Dandridge. Here's Duncan. Lewis covering. Here's Towns. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nets trailed by 18. Mitchell outside. Pass to Lewis. Passes it to Griffith. Mitchell in the corner. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from Allen.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Allen. 21 points in the game. Down low. Here's Dandridge. Almost, but it rolls out. Brooklyn's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jason Tatum comes in for Dwight Howard. And Middleton subbed in for Mitchell. The Heat leading by 18. Here's Archibald. 13 points in the game. Out to Duncan. The rebound by the Nets. Lewis has got 4 rebounds in this game. The kick out to Tatum. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Each season, Jason Tatum has added something to his offensive arsenal, and right now he's putting everything to exceptional use.
Here's Dandridge. Back to Allen. From deep 3-point range, Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Tatum. Back to Lewis. Here's Griffith. 8 points for him. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Great open look there. Middleton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And if you're trying to get the most out of Middleton offensively, put him in catch-and-shoot situations.
Allen for the 3. Kept alive. Rulin. Good on the shot. And the Heat lead by 15.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 13. Duncan with some nice D.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Final.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum. An incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
And here are the Heat now, following the 3-pointer by Chris Middleton.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Nixon, the pass to Lewis. In the corner, Tatum with it. Now the pass to Middleton. Nets passing it around. Here's Nixon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. .102 left in the first half. Curry gets the bucket.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Pass to Allen. It's good from long range. Allen's got 24 points.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Middleton inside the three-point line and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
But Curry's ability to find an open teammate and put the ball exactly where it needs to be, such a pretty pass.
Hawkins against Wall. Here's Dandridge. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Dandridge has got 5 now.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Duncan against Tatum.
Come get it, come get it.
Middleton outside. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that's 10 points for Chris Middleton.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
And so it's Miami. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you guys are in control right now. How's that happen?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively, so we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
You guys are built for this, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Things were going Miami's way from the beginning. They went on what can only be described as an unbelievable run, pushing the lead out to 20 points. Everything went their way in the first quarter. They were up by 18. The second quarter was bump and grind, but they still ultimately looked in control of the game and ended the half with a solid 13-point advantage. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
They've really established themselves on the glass. Being dominant there has been extra possessions, which they've cashed in on. Now they just got to, bring the same energy to the second half.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
We've seen a lack of focus and control from them. They've wasted a number of possessions by turning the ball over. It's simple. The score should be closer if they would protect the rock and make the smart play.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Ray Allen really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So with Horford sitting on the bench, this is the group that Jacque Vaughn has right now. They've got Donovan Mitchell. Curry is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Wall in at the one.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Count that one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Dandridge against Wall. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And that one drops for him. Dandridge has got 7 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Mitchell. Outside Tatum. To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year.
The Nets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And that one falls for Middleton. And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. And with his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. All about getting to his spots.
Dwight Howard's checked in for the Nets. Second free throw, no good. Miami leading by 17. Allen for the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists in the game. Passes it to Wall. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Bobbed up there for Howard. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Allen passes to Towns. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Duncan. And that one is good. He has 6.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Hey, yo, right here.
And Wall kicks to Middleton. Back to Wall. The 3. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Wall. Tatum's got 16.
John Wall has an incredibly high basketball IQ, so you find the shooter and get it into their hands.
The pass, Dandridge. Duncan outside. Pass to Archibald. Clock at 6. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's Wall with the ball for Brooklyn. Trailing by 19. Shot's good by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Passes it to Allen. From deep. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Middleton now atop the key. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Allen outside. Pass to Dandridge. Back to Allen. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
The jumper of Ray Allen is obviously just unreal, but that comes with practice and repetition. Ray puts up thousands of shots every day, perfecting his craft.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product as more games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, tremendous touch right there. Dwight Howard being aggressive and wanting to dominate inside.
The pass to Archibald. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Nets trailed by 15. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Here's Wall. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game. For Miami, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Timeout called the Heat. Growing up around New York City, Doris, Donovan Mitchell was around pro sports as a kid.
He sure was, Kevin. His dad obviously worked in baseball. Donovan spent a ton of time in big league locker rooms. And how about this? During the 2010 famed decision from LeBron, Mitchell was actually in the crowd listening to it.
Here's Francis, covered by Mitchell. Lets a floater go, and he sinks the layup. Francis has got 17.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Here's Griffith, defended by Allen. Wall up top. 6 points for him, and he gets it to go.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
He got loose from downtown in the first half, now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
And Wall kicks to Mitchell. Here's Griffith. He's got 8.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Miami leading by 16. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Here's Mitchell, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the mid-range game is a comfort spot for Donovan Mitchell. Sometimes it's the thing that gets him going offensively.
Pass to Martin. Good ball movement here by the Heat. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Archibald, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Solid screen by Karl Anthony Towns. Fills out that long frame of his. Just an imposing figure.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Miami.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Nets trailed by 19. Inside. That's good from Howard on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, not much else the defense can do. They contest with authority, but that is the determination of Dwight Howard. Nice play.
Here's Francis. He's got 17. To the middle. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Outside, Wall. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Archibald, covered by Wall. Pass to Allen. This one for 3. Shard Lewis pulls it in. Lewis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Mitchell with it. 6 points for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he can't get the first one.
One of the things about Donovan Mitchell's game that I love is he's got elite athleticism. There is speed, there's burst, and there's physical strength. This guy is very capable offensively.
The Nets making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Hawkins checked in for Miami. He hits the second from the line. Miami leading by 18. Pass to Allen. Takes a 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lobbed up there for Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
No, that was a nice pass from Lewis, demonstrating that he's more than just a scorer.
Allen outside. And there's the pass to Francis. Martin trying to free himself up. And that one's good, Francis. Francis has got 20.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Outside Lewis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is why Lewis takes so many of those threes, because of his ability to knock them down.
Here's Francis. Kicks it out to Hawkins. 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, just trying to anticipate Hawkins' next move there. The defender gets caught a little out of position.
For Miami, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so Hawkins drills both of them. Nets trailed by 18. Pass to Nixon. Down low. Here's Howard. Miami grabs the miss. Rulin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Here's Nixon. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the paint. Howard can't hit.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. You have to like what we're seeing from Ray Allen.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
On defense, Miami. Tipped away. Stolen by Allen. 3-on-3. Lets it go with a 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Over to the left wing. Here's Nixon. Yes, that goes in. Nixon's got his first bucket of the night.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here's Allen. He has 40. Passes to Hawkins. Shot clock at 6. Martin trying to free himself up. Hawkins shot good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Pass to Nixon. Tatum on the wing. 1:19 left in the third. The shot's good. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Tatum is a 3-level scorer, able to get to that jumper when it's available, this time working the interior.
Here's Francis. He's got 22. Outside for Martin. With the teardrop. The shot by Hawkins, no good. Nets trailed by 21 to the left wing. 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got 14 points for the game.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard.
The pass to Rulin. To the inside, Francis. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Tatum against Allen. Right side, Tatum. Outside for Lewis. Three-pointer. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And so it's the Miami Heat holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. Right back after this break. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? The ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Well, moving the ball is so important to these coaches.
I mean, it helps make the offense run smoothly, Kevin. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Dandridge is out there with Duncan. Then it's Allen. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Francis in at the point. Towns finds Allen. Wants to get it to Duncan and does. Duncan drawing the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Heat with the ball. 5 to shoot. They recover it. Dandridge passes to Francis. And the Heat, another 3.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Here's Lewis. Following the 3 by Miami that went in.
And so far, Lewis has been really aggressive with the shot, and it's creating results.
Francis passes to Allen. Lets it go from deep. And the Heat, another 3.
All night. He just won't let up.
Here's Wall. Mitchell outside. Bobbed up there for Howard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Well, this is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
Pass to Mitchell. Back to Wall. Puts up a three. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Francis passes to Towns. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
This is what your offense is designed to do. Get Karl Anthony Towns something in rhythm.
Mitchell up top. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentator. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A-team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
Six on the shot clock. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Nets.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Here's Dandridge. Following the basket by Chris Middleton. Stolen by Lewis. To the middle. Here's Howard. Tries again. It's stolen by Duncan. Inside. Here's Towns. Good on the bucket. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Well, strength and the ability and willingness to embrace, absorb, and finish through contact. Karl Anthony Towns.
Here's Middleton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. The Heat leading by 17. Here's Archibald. Past Dandridge. Now here's Allen. Duncan trying to break loose. And Ray Allen with the 3. Allen's got 48.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Lewis with the 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Here's Dandridge. Towns finds Allen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now here's Wall. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, tough finish is nothing new to John Wall. The frame to take it goes right at the defense.
And another great look at the 2K drive. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Pass to Allen. The 3 ball. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
Towns against Howard. And the pass, Dandridge. 5 on the clock. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Heat with the ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Allen kicks to Towns over Howard. And here's Wall. Here's Lewis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That free throw, no good. Tatum, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And he's good on the second. The Heat leading by 15. Allen outside. Pass to Duncan. And Duncan gets double teamed. It's good.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Now here's Howard. Here's Lewis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tim Duncan picks one up. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Lewis.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Allen outside. Duncan left side. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Tatum. They get a hand on it. Allen for the 3. Good! Another from 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Lewis with the 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here's Archibald. Passes it Dandridge. Allen outside. At the top of the key, Towns. Duncan trying to break loose. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
Guys, certainly I admire the basketball skill of Karl Anthony Towns, but I admire as much his willingness to play through adversity over the course of his career.
Good on the second free throw. Nets trailed by 18. Mitchell outside. Lewis kicks to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Tatum passes to Mitchell. Wall wide open. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Boy, if John Wall's knocking down that three-point shot, how much scarier does that drive ability become?
Outside, Towns. Pass to Allen. Beyond the arc. And again for 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had. Right block shot in deep. Tatum drops it in. Tatum's got 20.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
And he takes a breather from his ongoing three-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage, Greg, on the road. Talk about a big-time performance. Wow.
Almost unfathomable what we've seen in this arena tonight. This guy from range has been unbelievable.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ray Allen.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Miami leading by 16. There's the pass to Dandridge. Pass to Archibald. Passes it to Allen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Duncan. Gets to the corner and buries it. And the Heat lead by 18.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Dandridge. Again, the Heat good for 2.
And the Greyhound, really one of the original two-way players. Dandridge, quick and fluid right there from mid-range.
Now here's Howard. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Here's Archibald following the basket by Dwight Howard. Allen for the 3. Good, that's another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Curry passes to Howard. Lewis outside. There's the three. Duncan with the block. Here's Archibald. Pass to Dandridge. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Allen.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Duncan.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
And so Duncan nails them both. Brooklyn with the ball. And the pass to Sprewell. On the wing, Miller. He kicks it to Howard. Clock at 6. That's good. It's Miller with the assist.
This is a lethal combination of size and skill. Dwight Howard doing work.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Pass to Allen. Back to Wagner. Lets the three fly. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.